Welcome students. This is part 3 of chapter 3 Bank Reconciliation Statement. This is Professor Manju taking you to this session. Facts to be noted or important point for consideration under BRS. Debit balance as per cash book means the deposits in the bank or cash at bank or credit balance as per passbook. Similarly, credit balance as per passbook means excess withdrawals or the overdraft or the debit balance as per passbook. When we say excess withdrawal, we mean that excess withdrawals are there from the bank over and above the deposit of the customer. Next point is BRS can be started from any of the following 4 balances depending upon the availability or the choice of the person who's making BRS. Debit balance as per cash book, credit balance as per cash book. The opposite to these are debit balance as per passbook or credit balance as per passbook. Types of problems for reconciliation. There would be broadly categories which are 2 in number for the problems of bank reconciliation statement. One, when the causes of differences are given, and second one, when the causes of differences are not given. Both has further 2 parts. When the causes of differences are given, they can be done either without adjusting the cash book or after adjusting the cash book. Similarly, when the causes of differences are not given, they can be done in 2 ways. First, without adjusting the cash book. Second, after adjusting the cash book. When the causes of the differences are known, how you need to proceed, kindly see. Reconciliation can be started by taking any of the balances given, as we have discussed in the previous slide. Then the balance of the other books can be either more or less due to the said causes. Whatsoever causes are given, they will be affecting either positively or negatively to each of the transaction. So depending upon their effect, the amount which you have or the balance that you have will be either more or less as compared to the balance of the other book. If the balance of the other book is more on account of the said cause, you have to add that amount. And if the balance of the other book is less than on account of such cause, then you have to subtract the amount. These are the rules which are to be remembered for making the correct BRS. For example, if a reconciliation statement is initiated with debit balance as per cash book and there is a check deposited in the bank but not cleared so far, then the credit balance of the passbook will be less. And in this case, you have to subtract this amount from the cash book balance to arrive at the correct balance as per passbook. Similarly, after making all the adjustments which are given to you in the question, the balance as per the other book will be obtained. And if the BRS is started with the debit balance of the cash book and after all the adjustments, the balance arrived is positive, it is known as credit balance as per passbook. But if the balance is negative, it is said to be the debit balance as per passbook or vice versa. So depending upon what you are getting, you have to mention whether it is a simple or a normal balance or otherwise vice versa. That means if it is an overdraft, you have to mention that this is overdraft balance as per any of the books under consideration. When the causes of differences are not known. In this particular case, you will be given certain transaction in both the books, that is balance and the transactions in the cash book. Similarly, balance and transactions in the passbook. So causes are not known, you have to search for them, you have to find them out on your own. After searching the causes, you have to reconcile and match the balance as per the other book from where you are starting with the balances. So what will be the steps? Let's go through them. Compare the debit entries of the cash book with credit entries of the passbook and vice versa. The entries which do not tally have to be marked upon and they are the causes of differences in the balance of both the books. Their effects on both the books are to be analyzed and BRS is to be prepared to arrive at the actual balance of bank. Then it is to be seen whether the opening balance of both the books on a particular date or a particular point of time is tallying or not. If it is tallying, then there is no problem. But in case the opening balances in both the books are not same, then the unticked items after the finding out the causes have to be divided into 2 categories. First category, relating to reconciliation of the opening balance. Here you can see these are the causes relating to reconciliation of the opening balances and relating to reconciliation of the closing balance. Once you are dividing all the unticked items into these two categories, then you have to proceed with the next step, which will be discussed in the next slide. So here is an example. Jolly Limited has the following entries in their cash book and the passbooks. Cash book is showing bank column only and passbook is showing our account. So first is the cash book, next one is the passbook entries for the customer, that is Jolly Limited over here. So let us go through the transactions. What do they show? 1st May, balance brought down is 70,000. Then 9th May to Avengers, the amount has been received from Avengers 50,000, and 15th May by Richa, the payment has been done for 20,000 rupees, and 13th May to cash account, payment has come 80,000. Here you will see cash account is credited and bank account is debited. That means this is a contra entry and the balance has been withdrawn from the bank by the customer for their official usage. So you need not get confused that why cash account has been debited over here. This is a normal withdrawal entry being done from the bank. So business is receiving the money, bank is the giver. So it will be having corresponding effect as per the normal cases. So we'll go through that. Then after all the transactions, we have closing balance as on 30th May, by balance carried down, the resultant difference figure. This is the 1,80,000. Now for the corresponding period, we have the passbook of the company. So let us go through that also. 1st May, balance brought down is 1 lakh. Now here you should note that opening balance as per cash book was 70,000, whereas opening balance as per passbook is 1 lakh. So there is a difference. So we need to follow this step, that in case the opening balances do not tally, you have to divide the unticked item into two categories. First, relating to reconciliation of opening balance. Second, relating to reconciliation of closing balance. So let's go through once again. Passbook entries are there. 7th May to Mr. A, 30,000 have been withdrawn from the bank. Now, if you find out from the cash book, there is no entry related to this particular transaction. So this is an unticked item. I have already highlighted, but you have to search them and then put a tick on them that this is the item which is the cause of difference. Next, by Avengers Limited, 50,000 rupees. This is 12th May. Now, if you see, this is the deposit amount in the passbook. Hence, it has a corresponding entry on 9th May as to Avengers. So the entry that is already there in both the books will not have any effect on the BRS. So we don't want to do anything, or we will leave this transaction as untouched. Next entry, 13th May, cash account. Since this transaction was on the cash side, that means cash was withdrawn, hence this has the effect on same date. Cash will be withdrawn or cash will be received by one or the other party on the same date. There will not be any kind of time lag between the giving and receiving of cash. So 13th May, 80,000 cash has been effected on 13th May itself. So this entry is also finding place at both the books, so will not have any impact on the BRS. Going to the next transaction, May 23rd to Richa Limited, 20,000 rupees. And since it was a withdrawal, so payment side cash book, 15th May you have by Richa Limited, 20,000. So this entry also finding a corresponding place in the other book, so will not have any impact on our BRS. Going to the next entry, 29th May, there are bank charges in the passbook amounting to rupees 2,000. So this entry, if you go through your cash book bank column, there is no mention of these 2,000 rupees. So again, this is the transaction which is unticked or appearing only in either cash book or in the passbook. So these will cause difference in the balances of both the books. And we have to take care of these items while making the bank reconciliation statement in the subsequent slides. After this, the closing balance or the running balance is shown as 1,78,000, whereas balance as per cash book was 1,80,000. So These again are different. So certain causes we have marked. So let's see how do we proceed further for the solution. Explanation or the solution towards the example or the bank cash book and the bank passbook that we have seen. We will go through one by one. Now, as per the question, 30,000, 2,000, 70,000, 1,80,000, 1 lakh and 1,78,000 are the items which are either appearing in the cash book, bank column only, or the passbook debit side or credit side, means withdrawal side or deposit side, or they are showing some kind of difference in the opening or the closing balances. So these items are to be considered and to be seen how much difference is there, why this difference is there, to which side the difference will go. So let us go through the explanation. Excess withdrawals as per passbook are 32,000. How this 32,000 has been calculated? 30,000 and the entry of 7th May amounting to rupees 30,000 excess withdrawals, and the bank charges 2,000. So total to this is 32,000. So this is the excess withdrawal, 30,000 plus 2,000. Note, the difference between the closing balance of the two books is only 2,000. Now, here are the closing balances. Let's go through. 30th May closing balance as per cash book is 1,80,000, whereas the closing balance as per passbook is 1,78,000, giving a difference of only rupees 2,000. So this 30,000 is extra, which is causing difference or which is coming from the difference of the opening balance, 70,000 and 1 lakh. So 1 lakh minus 70,000 is 30,000. So this also means that 2,000, but at the same time there is a difference of 30,000 in the opening balance. That is 1 lakh minus 70,000. Thus, we need to bifurcate the unticked item which are already identified by us as regarding the opening balances. That means causes of difference for the opening balance and causes of difference regarding the closing balance. So let's go through the opening balance causes. Check of Mr. A 30,000 was not entertained or has only been withdrawn or the debited in the passbook but finds no mention or no credit in the cash book, hence is a cause of difference. Going to the next portion. This entry is, this is the explanation, so I'll explain from this point of view also. Recorded in the cash book during the previous month when the check had been issued and would have been appeared as reconciliation item in the BRS of that month. Since it has been presented to bank by Mr. A in the month of April, it has been recorded now by the bank. Now what does this mean? Explanation is telling you that prior to this period also, that means prior to 1st May also, there was a month which was April, during which the reconciliation would have been done, and in that reconciliation the company would have issued check to Mr. A, but he had not presented the same before the closing date, before the 30th April to the bank. That is why it was unpaid at that time. So they would have given effect in their BRS. Now in the month of May, Mr. A has presented the check to the bank and 30,000 have been withdrawn. Hence it is coming over here. And going to the closing balance difference, bank charges amounting to rupees 2,000. As we have seen previously, 29th May bank has charged rupees 2,000 towards the services provided by them. So these are also not recorded by the cash book or not recorded in the cash book since the updation was not there on the same date. So hence we have seen the difference in the closing balance. The difference in the closing balance amounting to rupees 2,000 was due to the bank charges, and these have been charged by the bank on the closing 29th May, but they have not been recorded in the cash book. Hence, while making the bank reconciliation statement, we need to give the effect to these two transactions as explained. So in the subsequent slides, we will see how the BRS will be made, and there we will see the individual transactions effect into the BRS. Thank you. With this, we come to an end of part 3 of chapter 3, Bank Reconciliation Statement.